Police have charged 35-year-old Colonda Keynes of Upper Monkey Hill, St. Peters, with 2 counts of murder for the deaths of her 2 children, 4-year-old Calasia Keynes and 6-month-old Kevon Keynes, both also of Upper Monkey Hill. The criminal acts were committed between February 8th and 9th, 2024. According to police in a previous report, they responded to the scene at Keynes' home, where they found the children unresponsive in a bedroom. They were subsequently pronounced dead at the scene. Miss Keynes was found alive in another bedroom. She was charged on February 12, 2024 at the Bastyr police station. The incident has sparked a plethora of emotions ranging from outrage and sorrow at the children's death, as well as bemusement as to what really transpired. Prime Minister Dr. Terence Drew, who is also the Member of Parliament for the area, extended condolences to the entire country and called on the community to support each other to prevent similar occurrences. Andre Huey, Skn Newsline.
Minister of Tourism Marsha Henderson, the minister who has responsibility for the St. Christopher Air and Seaports Authority, SCASPA, said she will meet with the Media Association of St. Kitts and Nevis over the exclusion of media houses in the coverage of significant tourism-oriented events that took place at the ports. Minister Henderson was responding to a question from the media during the 13th February 2024 press conference of the Prime Minister and his fellow cabinet colleagues. The Media Association wrote to the Minister in January 2024 after observing the trend that took place in 2023. The Minister pointed to the regulated situation of the air and sea ports in her response to the concerns raised by the association.
We are in the ministry organizing when we look forward to engaging your association so that we can have the issues discussed. This government, as the Honorable Prime Minister says, and those of us in the Ministry of Tourism, we do understand and appreciate the role that the media plays in the dissemination of information to the public, and we appreciate the principles of democracy and freedom of the press and all those things. When we engage each other, one of the things that will come up is that our ports are highly regulated by the Department of Maritime. They regulate our seaports, and the Civil Aviation Department, they regulate the airports. And our airports and seaports, they're regulated for a number of reasons, for the safety and the security of our passengers, and of course for the integrity of the operations at the ports to ensure that we comply with international standards. There are a number of protocols and policies that have to be in place to ensure that tourism continues to thrive. So there are a number of restricted spaces, a number of policies that when we engage each other, we will discuss.
Restriction on the media began in 2023. Prior to that, the news media were always invited to cover major events taking place at the ports, and journalists and reporters were required to follow established security protocols. Glenn Barth reporting for Skn Newsline.
So the reason I love the cable, prices are reasonable and affordable, and they give back so much to the community and the country.
It's the event of the year when Gospel Outreach Ministries present Jesus Party Sunset Cruise on Sunday, March 31st at 5 p.m. on the Prince Devontae J, featuring M1, Roots Gospel Band, and Tehila. Tickets $60. Call 663-1528 to purchase your tickets. It's the Jesus Party Sunset Cruise, March 31st on the Prince Devontae J, leaving the marina at 5 p.m. Don't you miss it.
It's beautiful. He took one look at you and the angels started singing.
Another wonderful day.
Ah!
What would you say about staying here for a few months or like a year, just so that we can be together again and just live and love and laugh and have fun and breathe? Ah!
are you hiding out on a little Caribbean island, singing in a beach bar?
When I came here, I was at peace, and I never left.
This is the beating heart of Nevis. This is what grounds me, what feeds my soul. It's where I found myself.
I hope your life here will be full of joy. Love this island, my son. She will give you more than you can imagine.
In the city. Just in the city. In the city. Just in the city.
The St. Kitts Tourism Authority announced a branded venture involving taxi and rideshare vehicles in New York City. In a press release on the Tourism Authority on Tuesday, the campaign, in partnership with Firefly and New Star, utilizes the digital media platform to connect with audiences through taxis and rideshare vehicles. By leveraging New Star data that measures mobile devices within the street level around the vehicle, the campaign guarantees targeted impressions and maximizes exposure to the ideal audience. The 5-week campaign includes digital tops on multiple cars with ads activating within specific zip codes or neighborhoods, most likely to contain a target market. In addition, a 2-week swarm activation will feature 10 fully wrapped and branded vehicles with 100% share of voice for those 2 weeks throughout New York City. According to the authority, the strategic decision to launch this advertising campaign coincides with the excitement and global attention of Fashion Week, placing St. Kitts at the forefront of potential travelers' minds during the winter months. Leveraging New York City's status as a hub for high-income individuals who are likely to travel internationally, this campaign, according to a press release from the SKTA, aims to captivate a high-potential audience during a key moment in their city's cultural calendar. To accurately measure the number of impressions, the St. Kitts Tourism Authority will utilize Firefly's digital platform and New Star's mobile device data. This ensures that the destination's messages reach target demographic effectively. Engagement and conversion rates will be tracked through integration of QR codes and unique URLs on the digital wrapped vehicles. This will provide a direct link between the campaign and increased interest in St. Kitts. Already generating buzz on social media, residents and citizens in the diaspora and enthusiastic visitors have been sharing captivating images and videos of eye-catching taxis cruising through Manhattan's vibrant borough. CEO of the St. Kitts Tourism Authority, Ellison Tommy Thompson, said, "The positive feedback we have received on our newest campaign is a testament to the innovative and digital marketing initiatives we have implemented to bolster brand awareness during the peak winter season." Simultaneously, as the tri-state area endures a snowstorm, St. Kitts is strategically beaming its tropical allure to pedestrians, enticing them to escape to our warm paradise. The Tourism Authority is encouraging everyone in New York City to share their encounters with the branded taxis on various social media platforms using the hashtags St. Kitts Taxis, hashtag Venture Deeper, and hashtag St. Kitts to create a digital footprint that resonates with potential travelers. Andre Huey, Skn Newsline.
Prime Minister Dr. Terence Chu confirmed today at a cabinet press conference that Afrexim Bank's involvement in the Caribbean is still in progress. The government of St. Kitts and Nevis had expressed interest in having the bank fund a major developmental fisheries project and was among the early signatories to the Memorandum of Understanding with the bank. On 13 February, Prime Minister Dr. Chu told the media that the process is moving forward.
So with respect to the Afrexim Bank, I had an update this morning. As you know, it's the Evergreen Company. They came into St. Kitts, and Frixin Bank, of course, had to first move to the region. So they are now established in Barbados. We went ahead and we passed the relevant legislation in Parliament so that they can do business. The other thing is that those who were in the project, had announced the project, they would have returned and met with members from the agricultural sector, and they looked at lands and so forth. And so now they are finalizing their proposal to the government, and I'm expecting that proposal within the next week or two. So they're on the final stages of making the final proposal to the government in terms of scale, in terms of their business setup, and so forth. So I'll have news for you, Mr. Bat, by the next press conference in a month's time. They would have completed their project and to the government, and therefore we should see some movement on that.
It is believed that the Frixin Bank could bring additional boosts for developmental projects in the Eastern Caribbean. Glenn Barr reporting for Skn Newsline.
I love the cable because they're real. What you see is what you get. No hidden agenda, no tricks, just real, honest communication.
It's the event of the year when Gospel Outreach Ministries present Jesus Party Sunset Cruise on Sunday, March 31st at 5 p.m. on the Prince Devontae J, featuring M1, Roots Gospel Band, and Tehila. Tickets $60. Call 663-1528 to purchase your tickets. It's the Jesus Party Sunset Cruise, March 31st on the Prince Devontae J, leaving the marina at 5 p.m. Don't you miss it.
It's beautiful. He took one look at you and the angels started singing.
Another wonderful day.
What would you say about staying here for a few months or like a year, just so that we can be together again and just live and love and laugh and have fun and breathe?
Why are you hiding out on a little Caribbean island, singing in a beach bar?
When I came here, I was at peace, and I never left.
This is the beating heart of Nevis. This is what grounds me, what feeds my soul. It's where I found myself.
I hope your life here will be full of joy. Love this island, my son. She will give you more than you can imagine.
In the city. Just in the city. In the city. Just in the city.
At Digital Print Plus and Crafted by Design, we're thrilled to be your go-to print shop located in the heart of Bastille. From essential services like printing, copying, and laminating, to a diverse array of school supplies, arts and craft materials, and office essentials, we've got you covered. Don't fret, Digital Print Plus and Crafted by Design are here to stay and ready to be your trusted partners for all your printing and craft supply needs. Ready for a visit? Find us at the corner between Dillio and Princess Street. Just look for the vibrant pink and yellow building with white doors. We can't wait to welcome you to our creative haven.
Now to a story that you'll only see on Fox 5. New concerns over the health and well-being of Vybz Kartel.
That's right. We're learning that the king of dancehall is in ailing health. Fox 5's Lisa Evers spoke to his attorney and his family today. Lisa, what you're hearing is not good. What's the deal?
No, it is not, Stephen. Natasha's international music superstar Vybz Kartel continues his fight for freedom in the courts. He's facing an urgent new challenge, his health and very survival. I obtained a sworn medical affidavit where his private doctor notified authorities that his Graves' disease and heart condition are getting worse, and that if he does not get surgery soon, he could die.
Mr. Palmer's illness is actually life-threatening.
Adidja Palmer is known to millions of fans around the world as entertainer Vybz Kartel. For the last week, he's been in solitary lockdown 23 hours a day over an alleged cell phone infraction.
He's in a cell, and if you can picture a brick oven, because that's how those cells are built. The ventilation is next to none.
The man, widely considered to be the king of dancehall music, has been behind bars in Jamaica since 2011 on a murder conviction. It's a crime he insists he did not commit and is appealing the conviction to the UK's highest court. But now the severe lockdown conditions, being in a brick cell with no air circulation, no water, and a bucket for a toilet, are making his health worse, says his attorney, Isop Buchanan, who saw him on Memorial Day.
What did his face look like?
His face is actually swollen, and as I said, one of the things is he always wears glasses because the condition that he has causes his eyes to protrude.
The medical report we obtained exclusively was done 2 months ago by Kartel's well-respected private physician, Dr. Karen Phillips. It details his 7-year history battling Graves' disease, a thyroid condition. The report says despite medication, it has not gone into remission. He also suffers from 2 heart conditions and complications. Dr. Phillips recommended surgery as soon as possible.
So fighting for his life, yes, because it can be dangerous. We do not want to get a phone call to say because he was under this 23-hour lockdown and unable to breathe, that he succumbed to his illness.
I spoke exclusively with Vybz Kartel's son, Adidja Jaheim Palmer, known as Little Vybz, from the family's home in Jamaica. He says they are keeping the faith that his father will get better.
It weighs on my heart very heavy, and I think about it a lot, but honestly, we just have to stay strong and just know that he's doing the best he can as well, because he also has a strong mindset. So at the end of the day, we just pray to God and keep strong at all times. So that's the best way to go about it.
Little Vybz says he and his family thank all the fans who are keeping his father in their prayers. Buchanan tells me he's contacted the prison superintendent who ordered the lockdown and has notified national law enforcement officials in Jamaica. I'm in direct contact with his team, and should anything new develop about his condition, I will let you know. I reached out to prison officials, but we got no response. Back to you, Steve.
All right, thanks, Lise.
Those were the chants of scores of teachers engaged in the Guyana Teachers Union's industrial action for higher salaries, among other demands, as they protested outside the Education Ministry's office at Brickdam, Georgetown for the 6th day. Though not all teachers are active on the streets, minimal teaching were ongoing in schools across the country, and the union's president, Mark Light, told reporters that this standstill will continue.
The whole country is in standstill because we are seeing that
schools are not operating as they should. You drive down the road and you're not even seeing children. So the entire country is affected. And if government do care about the future of our generation, they will address the concerns of our teachers.
The Ministry of Education and the GTU have been engaging since 2020 on a proposed multi-year agreement that includes salary increases. The GTU believes talks have broken down and the process should move to arbitration, but the Education Ministry and the Ministry of Labour maintain that talks are still ongoing and the strike is illegal. The Education Ministry issued a statement informing striking teachers that their salaries will be deducted for unauthorized absence from the classroom. These actions, Light said, will be legally challenged. The union also plans to challenge the government's decision to discontinue the deduction of union dues.
You can't just arbitrarily wake up one morning and say we're not deducting, when this has been an arrangement all along. And of course, if you're doing that for GT, you have to do that for all the other unions and bodies, where the teachers have authorized you, they have instructed you to do the deduction. It's not government's money, it's the teacher's money.
Light said the union is ready to speak with the ministry, but such interactions are yet to be conducted. He further explained that legal advice was sought and that the union's lawyers were going to take action on the union's behalf. Reporting for the newsroom.
Why do I love the cable? Well, I have their internet service at home and I never have issues with connectivity. And the way that they're always giving back to the community, that's impressive and that's a win in my book.
At Digital Print Plus and Crafted by Design, we're thrilled to be your go-to print shop located in the heart of Bastille. From essential services like printing, copying, and laminating, to a diverse array of school supplies, arts and craft materials, and office essentials, we've got you covered. Don't fret, Digital Print Plus and Crafted by Design are here to stay and ready to be your trusted partners for all your printing and craft supply needs. Ready for a visit? Find us at the corner between Dillio and Princess Street. Just look for the vibrant pink and yellow building with white doors. We can't wait to welcome you to our creative haven.
Introducing St. Kitts and Nevis's newest TV channel, Television Caribbean, TVC Channel 40 on the cable's Ultra TV. TVC promises to deliver the finest in television broadcasting in St. Kitts and Nevis and the Caribbean, with some of the best local programs in news, sports, and entertainment. Join us for Insights, where we delve into the lives of our guests.
Let me see what happens if I put this to it. Big explosion, like, okay, note to self, don't do that again.
Or get in-depth analysis on Newsline 360. We have sports, entertainment, and inspiration. It's all here on TVC Channel 40 on the cable's Ultra TV, on TelTV Cable Network in St. Martin, and on our website www.tvcplus.live. TVC Channel 40. See the difference.
So the reason I love the cable, the prices are reasonable and affordable, and they give back so much to the community and the country.
U.S. Senate has passed a $95 billion aid package for Ukraine, Israel, and Taiwan. It's now been sent to the Republican-controlled House of Representatives, where it has long faced opposition. The bill had stalled for months, with Republicans demanding foreign aid be tied to enhanced border security measures. $14 billion in military aid for Israel is included in that bill. Our White House correspondent Kimberly Halkett is joining us to discuss this. So, Kimberly, what will happen to this bill in the House then?
Well, that is the big question mark, and already there is doubt that it will even be debated or even be brought up for a vote. Let's take a look at those numbers. You said, and you were absolutely right, $95 billion is the price tag for this bill. And when you break it down, as you mentioned, there's $14.1 billion allotted for Israel, another $9.2 billion just for humanitarian assistance, and then there's tucked inside $60 billion for Ukraine's fight against Russia, and there's also money for Taiwan. But the big problem in all of this is that in the House of Representatives, where it also has to be passed before it can be signed into law by the U.S. president in the White House, is that there isn't anything for the domestic priorities that the House of Representatives, specifically Republicans there, are concerned about, and that is border security, tightening that southern border of the United States and Mexico to make sure that those that are trying to migrate from Central America can't come in without being checked by border security. And so that is the big issue. And what we're hearing from Speaker Johnson, the House Speaker, is that he may not even allow this to be looked at or even debated. But what we can tell you is that in terms of the passage in the Senate, this was really being celebrated as a victory. They saw this as an opportunity to tout that this was American leadership, that this would be a signal to the world that this was a defense of Western democracy. This would allow to restore the credibility of the United States around the world and really uphold that tradition of American leadership. But the problem is that is not a shared sentiment in the House of Representatives. These are folks that are really trying to win re-election come November, and that sort of looming large presence in the House of Representatives is that sort of sentiment that is shared by the former president, Donald Trump, who believes that foreign assistance should be coming in the form of a loan, not in a handout. And so that's why this is unlikely to be passed. In fact, it may even be dead on arrival.
All right. Thank you so much. Kimberly Halkett reporting from the White House.
We're going to turn now to new information about that deadly shooting at Joel Osteen's mega church in Houston. We're seeing new video showing the chaos Sunday as the shots rang out. Police say the shooter was a 36-year-old woman with a history of mental illness who had attended the church in the past year. Omar Villafranca has the latest.
Investigators are sifting through chilling new videos like this, showing panicked churchgoers in one of the country's largest houses of worship. With her son by her side, police say 36-year-old Genesee Moreno walked into the megachurch carrying an AR-style rifle. When she was confronted by off-duty officers working security, she opened fire.
They were repetitive, boom, 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 boom.
The sound sent the congregation scrambling as security returned fire, killing the shooter.
If it weren't for them, the number of casualties and victims would have been much higher. There is no doubt.
The shooter's son appeared to be caught in the crossfire. The boy remains hospitalized in critical condition. A 57-year-old man who was also struck has been released from the hospital. While investigators zero in on a motive, they revealed yesterday one of the shooter's guns had a sticker reading Palestine on it. They also found anti-Semitic writings, but say they believe these may be related to a dispute with her ex-husband's family.
There was a familial dispute, and some of those individuals are Jewish.
Officials said the shooter has a history of mental illness and was arrested at least 6 times, including a weapons charge. Our CBS affiliate, KHOU, spoke to the shooter's mother-in-law, who says there were so many warning signs.
She was violent many times. We've asked for help from police and received it many times, but she was still allowed to own guns.
For CBS Mornings, Omar Villafranca in Texas.
Cricket is where we begin. The West Indies defeated hosts Australia by 37 runs in the third and final T20 International in Perth on Tuesday to lose the series 2-1. Elected to bat, the Windies recovered from 79 for 5 to post a competitive 220 for 6. Now, their recovery was led by Jamaica's Andre Russell, who smashed 71 of just 29 balls, including 4 fours and 7 sixes, and Shafin Rutherford, who cracked an unbeaten 67 of 40 balls, which included 5 fours and 5 sixes. The two shared in a record 139-run partnership, the highest ever 6th-wicket partnership in T20 internationals. Roston Chase also made 37 and captain Robman Powell 21. Xavier Bartlett took 2 for 37 for the Australians. Now, chasing 221 for victory, the Australians were restricted to 183 for 5 of their 20 overs. David Warner top scored with 81, while Tim David made 41 not out. Romario Shepherd took 2 for 31 and Chase 2 for 19 for the Windies.